I wanted to take it to the link up with Davido and Jeremiah. I know we're going a year back or so. It seems like an eternity ago. And I just want to say as well, the video to the joint I'm talking about, Choosy, it's a big video, man. That video is a vibe. The Afrobeats, it's got that Afrobeats vibe to it. What made you pick Davido to link up with, and talk a little bit about that record and you know how you're feeling that one?
DJ Firestarr, keeping it smashed.
Like I said, I like to try different things, try new things, and the Afrobeats vibe definitely was a new vibe for me. And I tapped in with Davido because he's the guy who was leading the way, and just overall was a big fan of his music. A lot of his music in the New York area had taken off from just his sound alone. And I remember the summer before just listening to a lot of his records and seeing the impact and seeing the love that he was getting. And a lot of times I want to say people didn't even know who he was, but they just loved his music. You know what I'm saying? And for that, I wanted to, from my side, sometimes there is a bridge that's connected between older and newer artists as well, whereas, some people who are not completely knowing of, because I guess now too is so much music and there's so many artists that sometimes people get lost in the translation and they just like the song and never make an actual connection to the artist. And I just wanted to be able to help that, you know what I mean? Especially in the New York area, because I felt like a lot of people here knew the music and didn't know everything about him. And, not that this song was going to completely educate him, but it would give him, a little bit of that platform to know who he was.
You thinking, it's hard to judge over the last 8 months because nothing's really been cracking, but, here in the UK, obviously Afrobeats is massive. And dancehall's massive as well. And from what I've been hearing stateside and New York wise, it's definitely gathering pace, but there's still, like you've just said, we're going back to when you mentioned Davido, so it hasn't really taken off yet, would you say, or it's getting there, or what would you say about the sound there?
Well, I think certain places is really big, and I think certain places is still growing.
Right.
We got to see that with the single, in certain markets, Afrobeats music, and because of the culture and the people that's there, it's huge in certain places. In certain places where there's not a lot of diversity or musical diversity, it's not big there. You know what I'm saying? And that was another thing that I was also trying to do with the record as well. Introduce it in places that don't play. I know, I'm from New York, so they play it a lot here, but they don't play it maybe, in Chicago or Las Vegas or, you know what I mean? So it was just taking a chance of, using my platform to get it playing in those records as well, playing those places as well.